All right. Another police chase. Get this up and live. Give me a second. Sky Wob alerts. Okay. Let me get the chat up. So this is going, for those of you just joining us, like it says on the bottom of your screen, we have ourselves a replay of a chase that occurred this evening here in Los Angeles. I have not watched it because I was just busy doing the post-game show on SiriusXM NBA radio for the past 2 hours, and I don't know how it goes. So before I even look at the chat, I will be polite about it first, and people are going to come into this, that no spoilers in the chat. No, anyone that spoils anything true or false in the chat will be banned, and I will go through the entire chat after this stream is over to itemize each line. So if you want to be banned from the community, it's an easy way to do it. But I have not seen this chase tonight, and we are now going to watch it together. So it's a black Dodge Charger that was in Hollywood. I want to show you guys a citizen grabbed a video from Hollywood Boulevard of this chase happening in real life. Someone was on the sidewalk. So that was like Hollywood Boulevard in Mulholland, or they're on Mulholland right now, but that to me looks like the Marshalls, Hollywood Boulevard, and something right outside Madame Tussauds. So the heart of Hollywood, all these tourists are getting a first-hand experience of what it's like to live in Los Angeles with a police chase going through the most popular part of here. I'll just make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. That's not helping. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, so very popular corner there. And as I continue to vamp, and I finish vamping, I can now begin the stream. Okay, I don't know how long it is. I don't want to look because that will spoil it. Okay, let's begin. We got enough people in here. Let's ride.
Chauncey and Susie, we're on Mulholland Drive in the Hollywood Hills. Look at this maniac going on the wrong side of the road for no reason. Whoa, splitting right between cars right here. We believe this is Beverly Hills PD that is in pursuit. We're not sure why, though. We're not sure why they're chasing the suspect as they now come out onto Cahuenga West. So very, very.
That's wrong side of the road. This is a 4-star chase. I think the want was brandishing a weapon originally. That's complete wrong side of the road.
I believe this is a Volvo SUV blasting through that red light right now. So we're headed into Universal City and Studio City. It's LA County Sheriff's deputies who have their helicopter overhead. Person driving like a total lunatic right here, desperately trying to evade the authorities. We'll see if they stick with this one because it is just so dangerous right now, Chauncey and Susie.
I wonder, Desmond, how did this all begin? Do you know anything about what happened prior to the chase?
No, we only heard this because we were actually investigating another story in North Hollywood, and we heard the sheriff's ship communicating to
DJ Ryerson giving out subs. What's up, my friend?
They said pursuit. So
that's 80 miles an hour on Cahuenga Boulevard in the heart of Hollywood.
LAPD's helicopter overhead as well. But look at this 80 miles an hour right here. As we come around this big building, we'll try to get it here on the other side. And,
yeah, DJ Ryerson's about to hit 500 subs giving out W's in the chat. But I got to pay attention here as we're blasting through intersections. This is Cahuenga in Universal City. It doesn't get any more traffic-y than this. But of course, in every police chase, the roads look wide open. Solid red light we just plowed through.
speedometer right through that red light, didn't slow down at all. You know, this guy is driving this SUV like it's a motorcycle right now. Can't believe
my
this.
God.
Right now, blasting through another one.
Oh my
I'm
God.
really, really worried that this person is
Ventura
gonna kill
Boulevard
somebody
now.
right now, Chauncey and Susie.
Oh, certainly. So, Des, you talked about...
Look at these speeds. That's 80 miles an hour on a street where everyone's doing like 15 and is parked. Can you imagine being at a red light, seeing this coming up behind you?
Some very dangerous maneuvers there.
Insanely dangerous maneuver. And well, my pilot.
Who is
Dell
DJ
here
Ryerson
doing a
going to
great
make
job
as his
keeping us let me know
500
about all the
sub?
traffic that's
Y'all
coming
have
up.
to,
Now, you know, we're
y'all
past
have to
rush
sell
hour
him
traffic
on
as well.
it. That's
Ventura
a
Boulevard.
sacred
This
sub.
is the time of night, folks, just trying to go out, get a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! It might have clipped that vehicle right there. I just cannot even believe, why would someone be driving like this? Look at this, blasting through the center divider. This, and you know, we're on such a busy street right now. Arguably the busiest street in the entire San Fernando Valley. One of the busiest streets.
He's
in
going
LA.
so fast, he's already out of Hollywood.
Restaurants and shops. You have a lot of pedestrians out here driving around. I've seen a lot of close calls on Ventura Boulevard, even without someone driving like an absolute maniac like this, as we make the turn onto Colfax Avenue now, going over the LA River, very close to our studio center, actually.
It's
I
right down
believe
the
you just
left-hand
saw,
side.
it might have been sheriff's deputies in the shot right there. So we'll just widen out here for a
Oh,
second. to
how
see if
did
we
he
see the
not
authorities immediately
crush
behind
that
the
guy?
suspect. I don't, and now the wrong
What is
way again for. Wow, this is, I don't even know what to say about this one, Chauncey and Susie.
I mean, you can certainly understand why the LA County Sheriff's Department on the ground is not behind this pursuit right now. As we mentioned, they are in the air with Arrow, which is their helicopter. But at speeds like this along Ventura Boulevard, as we saw, you know, Desmond was talking about that busy thoroughfare, you know, being one of the busiest in the San Fernando Valley. And that's usually the street that people take to avoid the freeway because of the traffic on the 101 freeway. But right now, as you can see, not a whole lot of cars, thank goodness, along Colfax Avenue. But still, this car is going way too fast for this area. We know
Oh
that
my
this
God, that is
it's a
so
school area.
dangerous
There's
on
a lot
these
of different
streets.
Speed limits there. Let's go over to Mike Rogers at the desk for this update.
Sorry, Susie and Chauncey, I just wanted to jump in here. I just got off the phone with Beverly Hills PD. They're the ones chasing this. This person is wanted for brandishing a weapon. This happened about 7:40 tonight in the area of Wilshire and Rexford in the city of Beverly Hills. The watch commander there tells me the weapon was possibly a firearm.
Listen to Desmond in the
Couldn't be
background.
any more specific with me than that. Nobody was injured. And again, this was a brandishing situation. And I just want to point out here, Beverly Hills has a very sophisticated network of closed
80,
circuit television
85.
cameras and automatic license plate readers. Almost every time they see somebody, it's because they're
I hate intersections.
through the city and get units behind
90,
exit.
95,
So Beverly Hills PD again,
100,
the person who brandished a
flashing his lights,
possibly a
flashing his lights.
at Wilshire and Rexford around 7:40 tonight.
So showing that weapon, though, who was it to? To someone? To police? Do you know, Mike?
To a civilian, to some victim, and I don't know. And I was trying to get out of him if this was going to be like, was there an attempted robbery? Is that why the weapon was brandished? But at this point, they're not calling it an attempted robbery. They're just saying brandished a weapon. So.
No. It's exactly what we didn't want to see. Exactly what we didn't want to see. T-boning an innocent person out and running. We're at
Frangectocito!
now out. You see
Holy shit, he's fast.
Deputies, unfortunately, here.
Was he on the brakes at least when he hit that? That was a solid T-bone, gonna run him over!
To this car park underneath a awning there and into this back.
Oh, that's a dead end.
Authorities right on this person's
Oh, that chair is not gonna help you.
Tackle him right here. Boy, I sure hope everyone is okay in that vehicle. If there was anyone in the passenger seat, we saw the side curtain airbags come out. That was a very, very tough impact. But weapons drawn, and it looks like they are getting the suspect here into custody.
Yeah, he may be on the ground there, it looks like. And, you know, Mike, you were talking about this, the sophisticated...
Was that a kid? What?
That network that have to track this car. I am hoping that the person...
Dude, how fast was that fucking guy?
...is doing okay, because that was quite a crash right there.
It would be a really intense crash. And now that he's going into custody, Des, maybe we can go back and look at the victim car here and see how they're doing as they got T-boned. You know, Beverly Hills, we had thought for a second they may have backed out of this, but they were right there. At least the one officer.
There's the car.
was right there. Okay, it looks like some people are out of the car. I'm sure.
Oh, at least they're out of it. Jesus.
I don't see the driver in the car, and luckily they got hit on the passenger side.
Look at the side. The passenger side is crumpled. The airbag ejected out of the side of it, but it didn't hit the driver's side.
Holding his arm.
Airbags in the black Dodge Charger.
Just this horrific crash.
Yeah, drop your fours in the chat. Drop your fours in the chat. Code 4 somehow. Here's a replay.
But police right there on his track as soon as he took off running. I was very surprised with that.
You know, a lot of times we think just because we see the helicopter in the air that the ground units are not nearby, but they are certainly getting that communication from other units. Perhaps a chopper from the LA County Sheriff's Department communicating with other agencies to let them know that this person obviously is going very fast, so it's hard to chase on the ground. But, you know, they don't want to chase too close sometimes because of that fact, because they were going so fast. Perhaps they might have gone even faster had they been.
Drew, we'll replay it in just a second. I just want to hear status of these people. We'll run it back for those of you that missed it.
You know, they could certainly put their deputies or their officers in danger as well.
And you know, I just wanted to point out there's only one Beverly Hills unit that is there with them right now, and that is kind of unusual. Most agencies won't chase if they've only got one unit in it, and that one unit was still able to take this guy into custody. We just saw him behind
thank God.
The police car there. So they've got that guy in custody, and that one unit very aggressively chasing him, pulled in right behind him in that alley and was able to take him into custody. And I'm sure, you know, now we see them going through the suspect car there, opening the doors. Again, still alone. You know, I'm sure the sheriff's department is on the phone with the LAPD trying to get
right. That was a quick arrest. Thankfully, that dude ran into like a dead end of a housing complex that didn't have an alleyway that he could continue because the cop car was parked in the adjacent alley. He wouldn't have been able to drive through. It would have been a foot pursuit.
They're waiting for more units to get in place before they even start to pursue a car. So for them to do that alone,
some replays for those of you just joining us on the right.
And just the winding. I mean, you know, I've covered chases here for almost 7 or 8 years now, and I don't know that I remember one weaving through Mulholland like that.
Yeah, dude, guys, if you've never been on Mulholland before, think of
on Mulholland. You know, thank God.
If you've ever been skiing, like a slope in a small road. And he was doing 70. And he almost T-boned that person. That person that didn't get hit is going to have fucking nightmares.
Anything like that on Mulholland when we first picked up this.
Yeah, I don't think so. And
can you imagine going through that intersection and a blur goes by you at like 90 miles an hour like it's a freight train? Mulholland is like this, and he's doing 70 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road.
Because there are just so many sharp turns. You know, it's not uncommon for people to wipe out on Mulholland there because those, turns can be a lot more severe than people realize. And when I was looking at this from a distance and seeing the police lights, that's what I thought was going to happen with this pursuit. And then to get on there and see this guy.
Yeah, you see he grabbed his jacket. Why do you grab your jacket?
This ended in a crash. Fortunately, I believe it's only this person that was in the car. They are conscious.
Dude, people just have this primal instinct when they're in chases. This survival instinct kicks in, and the way that it influences people's brains, everyone is different. And this person got so scared that
and then he made it to this intersection very fast, and then we were like, oh, dang, the crash, and then police right there on it.
Right there. I mean, really, Johnny on the spot. Usually it takes agencies a couple minutes at least to get there because of the fact that they need to, get into place where that person is because they haven't been following them so closely because of the reason that, they don't want to put that pressure on that person to drive even faster or more recklessly. But in this case, as Mike was talking about, one Beverly Hills police officer making the arrest.
I mean, it looks like, those people mentally are messed up, but at least they all got out of this car. And I'm going to run it back in real time, but I think he was hitting the brakes hard at this intersection. He was doing 70, 80, even 90 miles an hour for a while there.
All right, thank you to our Desmond Shaw and Skype.
Okay, hold on. Let's run that back. Because I do think he slows down, and
there's a lot of different
we'll freeze frame it.
Let's go over to Mike Rogers at the desk for this update.
Sorry, Susie and Chelsea, I just want to jump in here. I just got off the phone with Beverly Hills PD. They're the ones chasing this. This person is wanted for brandishing a weapon. This happened about 7:40 tonight in the area of Wilshire and Rexford in the city of Beverly Hills. The watch commander there tells me the weapon was possibly
see him flashing his lights there?
More specific with me than that. Nobody was injured. And again, this was a brandishing situation. And I just want to point out here, Beverly Hills has has a very sophisticated network of closed-circuit television cameras and automatic license plate readers. So almost every time they chase somebody, it's because they're able to track the car through the city. And
Those intersections, he would hit the gas. He's doing 95 right now. He's up to 100.
Brandished a weapon, possibly
He's down to 60.
at Wilshire and Rexford around 7:40 tonight.
So showing that weapon, though, who was it to? To someone? To police? To
Here it comes.
To a civilian, to some victim, and I don't know, and I was
80.
trying to get out of him if this was going to be like, was there an attempted robbery? Is that why the weapon was brandished? But at this point, they're not.
Yeah, all this for a brandishing of a... He's
They're
hard on the
just
brakes here.
brandished a weapon.
Yeah, he's hard.
No.
Okay.
It's exactly what we didn't want to see. Exactly what we didn't want to see. T-boning.
Robbery. Is that why
He's
the
hard on the
weapon was
brakes.
brandished? But at this
You'll
point,
see the
they're
red
not
lights.
calling
So
it
he's
an
doing
attempted
90.
robbery. They're just saying
He
brandished a
plummets
weapon.
down to
No.
40.
It's exactly what we didn't
He hit
want
him
to
at
see.
about 40,
Exactly
which is
what we
still
didn't want to see.
crazy
T-boning an innocent
fast.
person out and running. We're at Irwin and Colfax now out. You see the
It's a little
spotlight there from
delayed.
Sheriff's deputies, and fortunately here are the authorities as they're running up the alleyway right here and into this car.
And he hit the back of the car,
underneath
too.
A awning there and into this backyard. Authorities right on this person's tail. Let's hope that they tackle him right here.
See, if there was a
Boy, I
gate,
sure
there's a
hope
gate on
everyone
the other
was
side.
okay
He
in
could have
that
maybe
vehicle. If there was
hopped,
anyone
but
in the passenger seat. We saw the side curtain airbags come out. That was a very, very tough impact. But weapons drawn, and it looks like they are getting the suspect here into custody.
Yeah, he may be on the ground there, it looks like. And, Mike, you were talking about this.
all right, people. That was a chase. Damn. That was a short one, but these are the type of finishes that we talk about, that we've been ducking for so long, right? These are the type of... Let me get this off my screen. That how many times have we seen a chase like this and we somehow survive without an accident? All right? That's why, first of all, it's viewer discretion advised. Second of all, that could have gone a lot worse if there was someone sitting in the passenger side of the front seat, if he hit a different portion of the car. I'm incredibly fortunate that someone was able to walk away from that. And all for this for brandishing a weapon. It was probably some kid that was spooked and tried to get away. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so again, if you're joining us late, this was a replay from about an hour ago or so. A little more than an hour ago. The chase happened right as the NBA game ended, and I have to do it. I can't leave a Sirius XM show to come do the chase. So sometimes I can't get to every single chase right on time. But if you watch other streams, then I'm going to replay it later. Just if you want to watch it with us, just hold out. Don't watch it live, because everyone in here, for the most part, is watching it live to tape. It's live for us, even though we know it's not in real time. So don't be going into other streams and watching, because then you're ruining all the fun. The whole point is being in here with people that have been watching the chases for the past decade together. So don't come in here bitching. It's funny. It's funny is I actually have a meeting with SiriusXM to talk about expanding police chase stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if anything comes from it, but no promises. What are Ranger? What are you saying in the chat that got blocked out? Yeah, and people that come in here and say this is a replay, remember, for other people it's not. So that's why we say no spoilers. Birds in the Air is a proprietary solo show that's community driven. Otherwise, you can just watch the damn chase on the news, right? That'd be great. Talking to the finals MVP live on the air. And then I'm like, you know what? Anthony Edwards, I gotta go, man. There's a police chase. Talk to you soon. Can you imagine his reaction? We had Chuck Cooperstein on the show tonight. Yeah, what will DJ Ryerson do for his 500th sub? DJ, we appreciate you as always. It's the second screen experience that makes police chases what they are. Eliana can carry it by herself. See? Thank you, McLovin Jazz. You get the show. He says that was the first time I saw it, and I love watching it when you see it for the first time. Why would I watch it and spoil it when I can watch it in here live with you guys? Otherwise, I'll just go back to watching it by myself like I did for 2 years when I shut it down. Will I be live if we get another chase tonight? As a matter of fact, it's only 10:40, which means we have about 50 minutes to get another chase. Right, and as much as I'm around the apartment during like today, I was playing tennis for 2 hours. If there was a chase, I wouldn't have been able to come and do it. So it just has to align that I'm home and available. Because I'm not sitting around all day waiting for chases. I would never leave the house, right? So there's going to be times when there's a chase and I'm not live at that very second. So it's on you to either wait or you could watch it with somebody else. I mean, I appreciate it if you wait, but there's got to be an expectation that I can't get to every single one of them. 500 DJ sub. No, don't do that. He says to whoever steals a car and starts a chase. DJ, if you're still in here, we'll wait on your decision on who to give it to in your explanation. But 499 subs is ludicrous. And we don't do this show without you, as well as the people here in the chat. So thank you as always. You are carrying us single-handedly, putting the team on your back in the fourth quarter like Luka tonight. Look at that night sun on top of my head. That's always funny. You do more than chases? It's always so funny to me. It's always so funny because whether I meet people in person in public or on the internet, everyone knows me for like one different thing. I have a big police chase following that only follow me for police chases, and then they find out that I do something else for work. There's people on Twitter who think I just sit around all day videotaping my television screen. There's some people that only know me from SiriusXM because of different ways to consume your content. There's people that only know me from ESPN and buckets back in the day, right? I can name 15 to 20 different ways of, and I just can't take the time to educate everybody because then I'd get nothing done. So it's always funny when someone in the police chase world is like, oh, I just had no clue. I'm only there for the police chases. That would not surprise me, Conebone. A name with Conebone 69XXX, as I just know you from Hinge. The burrito guy. I have a big burrito following too. We're a hive. Big burrito drop. Some people only know me for the broken wrist. I get it, man. I get it. And I can't, people make up their minds very quickly in today's world, so I can't convince people to like me or follow the other stuff. I can just control what I can control. On that note, that's enough preaching for one night. I am a big burrito guy, Ranger. Did we play Biggest Cow? Did we play poker at some point? I'm not really public about my poker, though, so people aren't going to find me on the internet through poker. Poker is more of like a real-life thing. But yeah, we'll see if I have a meeting with specific. I don't want to give away too many details, but SiriusXM might want to expand on this a little bit at some point on police chase stuff, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's a complete non-starter, but that meeting's not till the beginning of June. I wish people knew me for NASCAR. That's what I prefer. I would trade that for the NBA in a heartbeat. In regards to the content creation side with the internet, the audience. NBA is just too exhausting. Imagine, I would love to get in the chopper. Me and Eliana, Bonnie and Clyde. No, the poker content is, I gotta find a way to, it's just so difficult to, I don't want to be streaming online tables and stuff. But yeah, I usually just go and play on Hustler. There's a game going on right now I can go to, as a matter of fact, but might just sleep instead. Well, I've tried to do NASCAR stuff. I actually went to Charlotte and pitched them on 3 different ways that I wanted to get involved, and they took a meeting on it, but nothing really came about it. Been trying. Me and my buddy Chris, who's extremely knowledgeable, been trying. I was thinking about going down to the $1 Million Game to do some commentating. Don't think I have the stack to be playing in that game. No, I declined going to the main event. I had a free roll opportunity. Someone was going to back me for it, but I turned it down because of the tax implications of winning. I would only, because I have to pay the backer on the free roll, I would only get 18% of any winnings. It's just not worth it, even at a free roll, because it takes 6 days to make anything of substance there. Fox's coverage of NASCAR is blank. You miss a minimum of 75 laps. Yeah. No. I don't know what to tell you. Would I rather have a beer with Eliana or Stu? I don't want to answer that question because I might get canceled. Depends where the beer is. Wait, is this at a restaurant or are we just kicking it? What? Eliana's the goat. But I think she's married. Or boyfriend or something. It's damn right, Kaioken. Yeah, she's married to the game. Balla's wife for her too. It's everybody's crush. Eliana is everybody's crush. You kidding me? I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch some documentaries on Gettysburg. That's good to hear, bro blades. Life is. I wouldn't recommend just going out onto your own, pursuing your passion, unless you have a foundation first, like financially, time-wise, family-wise. You don't want to just drop everything, and if it fails, you're screwed. You don't want to life roll anything. So either put some money in the bank or create some time and go after your passions. I sure as hell don't want to die saying I should have done this. That's probably my biggest fear of anything. But I'm getting to the point, short of a Knicks and a Mets championship, that I've just about done everything. I'm ready to go play tennis and ride off into the sunset. Anyone ever play Sid Meier's Gettysburg, the video game? That was an amazing computer game back in the 90s. I've been watching people play it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you know what? Gettysburg, I do need to go and attend. I've checked, now that I've been to Pearl Harbor, I think I've been to every major, and I'll be in Rome this summer. I will have seen every major World War II site other than Normandy. So World War II is done, and I will move to Gettysburg next. Civilization's good. I played, at one point, I was, believe it or not, I was the 8th ranked player in the original Age of Empires game, back when you played on MSN Gaming Zone. It was like an internet inside of an internet, the original where you can match with someone to game against. Because now you just click a button on your PlayStation. Back then you had to like connect to a server, pay for a service, and there were like little rooms that you could challenge people in. I got as high as number 8. And I couldn't ever get above that. I was like throughout 13 years old, I think, at that point. Every city in Deutschland is major. I spent the entire summer break going to all those cities in Germany last year. Went to Dachau, Munich, Salzburg, Berchtesgaden, Eagle's Nest. I saw every single spot, every major point in our history. This summer, I will be Rome, Malta, all over the place. Norway. It's going to be hard to do police chases, but I'll bring my computer. Yeah, I guess I need to go to Iwo Jima. Yeah, I was thinking about Amsterdam, but it didn't get included in the rotation, unfortunately, because of how expensive it was to fly back to LA. It fell. I do want to go to Amsterdam, but just unfortunately not this trip. I'm most excited for Malta for sure. We were talking about the Angels Stadium chase. That was long ago, Ranger. That Angel Stadium chase was years ago. At least a year ago. Am I not allowed to wear the same shirt? I have like 30 shirts. That's it. And then I wash them and I wear them again. Yeah, I know Amsterdam does fly direct to Salt Lake City on Delta, but that flight had to be like $2,000 each way, right? It had to be. I remember walking by that gate at All-Star Weekend, the Amsterdam gate. 12/5/22. So, yeah, a year and a half ago. You know, it's not a lot of shirts. It's not a lot of shirts because I go through 2 a day sometimes playing tennis. I sweat through the entire freaking thing today. You have a layover in Minnesota. It's still over 1,000. God damn, yeah. That's why I'm flying from Oslo, who has the direct flight on, I don't even know what the name of the airline is, but it flies from Oslo to LA, and it cost me $350. Can you believe that? That's it. Peak season in July. That's a steal. What's the favorite chase that I could find in the VOD? What did we name the Tree Roy Jenkins? Tree Roy Jenkins chase, for sure. Yeah, I think it's Norse. Norse Airlines, one of those off-brand, knockoff European flight companies. Wasn't the wig chase was the same as that was Treroy Jenkins. All right. I think that's it for tonight, friends. Ryanair. Is Ryanair really that bad? I'm flying EasyJet to Malta. I think it's going to be in the same category, but Ryanair is like Spirit, isn't it? No, you know what? I need to do World War One sites next, I think. It's a flying bus. Southwest Supreme. Southwest is not bad at all. Why does Southwest get included in these Spirit Airlines conversations? Southwest is not Spirit Airlines. Nowhere close. When did it get this reputation as a shitty budget airline? I fly Deltas. I would love to fly Delta. Delta's just so expensive because it's so nice. Least favorite airline? American Airlines, yeah. Easily. Because you can't count Spirit and Frontier. They're like a different league. Of any normal airline, American. Of any budget airline, probably Spirit. Yeah, Southwest doesn't charge for bags. You doesn't charge for bags. You can carry on. You can change your flight. They have the best routes too, especially here in the West Coast. I can go anywhere on Southwest. Yeah, you know what? I like Alaskan Airlines a lot. It was a lot better until they acquired. Didn't they merge with somebody? Because Virgin America was the best airline by far. Yeah, they merged with a Virgin, didn't they? I hate that United. I don't like United because they're one of those airlines that forces you into the economy seat from basic economy and you have to pay for your bag. So it's always flying United is always $50 more than its listed price. Yeah, yeah with Max with funny your name is Max. Flying Alaska, you have to double check, make sure you're not on a Max 9. Like I happened to me going to Hawaii. They subbed our plane out and they gave us a Max 9 and I'm like, the fuck? So I made it alive, but I wasn't thrilled about it. Right after the door blew off. You merged with Hawaiian? Alaska merged with Hawaiian? I didn't know that. You sure? That's right. Max 9 is still safe. Anything's safer than driving. There's nothing more dangerous than driving. Your life, the percentage of you dying is significantly higher than pretty much any activity. That'd be cool. Cybertruck chase. There's a Cybertruck in my parking garage. Someone has one here. I just want to throw things at it. Because it won't dent. Like, what if I just took this bicycle and threw it at your car? Is that okay? Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, electric Dodge Charger. Did anyone listen to the Sirius XM show tonight? I thought that was a good show. I went a straight hour of taking calls. Their soundboard was lit up with calls all night. Took like 10 calls. Olga's in trouble. Olga's in trouble. Olga got an official notice from the community, from the office. She's been loud. So many people are conspiring against her. Everyone that lives below her is like fed up with her because she's so fucking loud. She stomps around. She slams cabinets. She like screams at night sometimes for no reason. She had the audacity that one night to say, "Will you shut up, please?" when she's over there fucking going nuts. But she got an official warning, so if she's on the clock. If she gets caught doing something she's not supposed to, she gonna get evicted. Oh, you listen, K-Love? Yeah. The quality of callers, even though I will admit I do miss Wolves Guy. What do you think Wolves Guy is doing right now? Who is he talking wolves with? He was right the whole time. But yeah, the callers on the Sirius XM show are coherent, not asking, calling in, asking during the middle of a Western Conference Finals, who's better, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or someone else. Like, such a difference. Oh, you heard that, Mitchell? P. Mitchell? I was about to cut that guy off. I thought that was about to get a little hairy. Someone called in with a very, very southern accent saying that damn gangster. Anthony Edwards. I was like, finger on the button. I will not be screen recorded. Not by you, sir. But he was fine. In the end, it was just close. It was very close. That guy used the hard R with gangster on Anthony Edwards. And I know some of you heard that. Yes, DLX, you need a subscription, but you can get a 3-month free trial. So just sign up and cancel before the 3 months is up, and it'll cost you nothing. It worked out, but he scared you, right? Now imagine me. I kind of moved on from it, but he was like, that gangster, Anthony Edwards, in that locker room making all that goddamn money. Dag nubbit. You get some eclectic calls, and let me tell you. He cooked. I let him go the whole time. He ended up being fine. But it was just I've been around long enough to know when everyone's got the finger on the red button just in case. Just in case. I don't really cut anyone off unless they go down as far as where I thought that one might be going. Yeah, they know ball. I don't have to have conversations about legacies every single night. Big difference. Okay, can I go now? I don't know if they get fined for bad language, but just no one. We've had only one person come in and drop F-bombs left and right. So for the most part, everyone's fine. All right. I'm going to go watch the news. 11 o'clock news is on. I like watching the news.